Republican nominee and former President Donald Trump held his first press conference since the general election matchup changed from a Trump-Biden rematch to a contest between the former president and Vice President Kamala Harris. Trump gathered with dozens of reporters at his Mar-a-Lago resort in South Florida, and he held forth for 65 minutes. He covered a range of topics from the recent assassination attempt on his life, his matchup with Harris. He talked abortion, he talked gun policies, he talked economics, and he painted, as he has been, a very dark picture of American life under the Biden administration and said it would get even worse under Harris. This is a trend we've seen with Trump of not just criticizing his political opponents, but going very hyperbolic in casting the idea that we would head to a depression, that we would have World War III, that the country would be overrun with crime committed by migrants crossing the southern border. That's the America of a President Harris administration, according to Donald Trump. And he hit on those themes time and time again. We also saw Trump, though, repeat his lies that the 2020 election was rigged, that he did not, in fact, lose to Biden in 2020 when he did. We saw him say that no one was killed on January 6th when his supporters attacked the U.S. Capitol as Congress convened to certify Biden's victory. He said there was a peaceful transfer of power in 2021 after that election. So we saw Trump sort of go to that well of untruths to go with his hyperbole. The question coming out is whether those arguments that appeal so much to Trump's base help him expand his electorate at all in a matchup against Vice President Harris. One thing of note, President Trump did press the idea that he's willing to debate Harris multiple times in September. He had previously agreed to 2 debates with Biden. One took place in June, and that ultimately ended Biden's reelection campaign. The second was to take place in September. That one is still on the books. Trump has said he would participate in that, but he wants a couple of more as well on multiple networks, including Fox News. It's unclear whether he would hold to the previously agreed ABC debate if that's all that Vice President Harris is willing to do. Harris has not necessarily said what her plans are in terms of multiple debates, but she is expected to address that soon. Donald Trump was asked Thursday whether nearly being assassinated changes his views at all on gun regulation, and he made clear absolutely not. He said he would support no new bans, new regulations on any kind of weapons. And he pointed the finger right back at Vice President Kamala Harris and said she is the candidate that wants to come take guns from law-abiding citizens. Donald Trump said Thursday again that he does not see abortion as a major issue this fall. The thing is, it has been and it will be. Democrats are continuing to hammer Trump for his 3 Supreme Court appointees who were instrumental in overturning the Roe v. Wade decision. That was a big part of the 2022 midterms, and whether Trump likes it or not, it remains an issue on the ground in this presidential race. So Donald Trump is running against Vice President Kamala Harris now, but there were points during the 65-minute press conference when you couldn't tell, because Donald Trump kept talking about Joe Biden, repeatedly hitting the incumbent Democratic president as if he were still running against him. And that's noteworthy because it just seems so obvious that Donald Trump is frustrated about the reset that Democrats have and some of the enthusiasm that Harris has, which Biden did not. Donald Trump was poised to win this race if Joe Biden was continuing to hold on, and now it's a new contest.